Good evening, Mark and Joyce. Despite what the courts may say, the Republicans we spoke with today say the people have spoken. 53% of voters back in November said they wanted $30 car tabs. So those Republicans say they feel like they have a mandate to act. But the governor does not seem to agree with them. Still, that's not stopping this group of Republicans, both in the House and Senate, from proposing a law to make the state's portion of the car tab fees $30. Additional fees paying for sound transit projects would not be included in the legislation. The Republicans say the state has a healthy surplus and claim they can find efficiencies in existing budgets to make up for any lost revenue from those additional car tab fees. Senator Phil Fortunato, a Republican from Auburn who is running for governor, knows the bill might be a long shot in a state where Democrats control the House and Senate and the governor's office. But he says his party and the public should still have a say.
You want $30 car tabs? This is a clean way to do it. It's unambiguous. It sends a message. The voters sent a message. Call the governor's office. Call your representatives. Call your senators. You want a hearing? That's how you do it.
Now, the governor says he would not support any measure to return to $30 car tabs because he says the state needs the funding that those extra additional fees generate for the state. Despite that, though, we did get word this afternoon that the Democratic chair of the Senate Transportation Committee, at least through a spokesperson, says that that bill will probably get a hearing. We'll be sure to keep you posted. And in other news, the Senate today, this afternoon, passed a single-use plastic bag ban that would be statewide. That move now would go to the House for the next action. Live in Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.